Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we are welcoming Sue Brinkmeyer. She is the president and board chair of Ventura Homeless Prevention organization here in Ventura County. Thank you so very much, Sue, for joining us today.
My pleasure, Sandra. Thank you for having me.
Great. We'd like to get into a little bit of specifics about all that your organization does, which is a nonprofit, I'd like to add, for so many of the homeless here in Ventura County and those experiencing unhoused situations. So give us an idea of what you and your team do, which I would also add is an all-volunteer group.
Thank you so much. We do actually just one thing, and that is we prevent homelessness. We do that by paying rent for residents of the city of Ventura who have found themselves falling on hard times. Just for this 1 month, there are people who normally have been paying their rent for years here in Ventura, but something has happened. They've gotten COVID in this past year. They found suddenly they had cancer, a spouse died, a roommate moved out, their car broke down. Most of the people we help are people who live kind of on the edge because their rent is so high that in comparison to their income, we're supposed to pay 30% of our income in rent. Yes. Most of those we help are paying 44% is the average, but some as high as 70, 72, 77%. And so they can't get to work if their car breaks down. They fix their car. They can't pay their rent. We pay their rent that 1 month if they can pay it going forward. That in sum is what we do.
Very good. So let me get an idea from you, since you are an all-volunteer group. Everybody comes together to make this happen for those people that are falling on hard times. What exactly is it? Do these people have to register with your organization, or how do they go about getting the help they need?
It happens in a lot of ways. We like to say there's no wrong door to knock on. So sometimes they call 211 and 211 refers them to us because they say they need rental assistance. Sometimes they walk into the Salvation Army or Project Understanding looking for help. It happens that those two lovely organizations help us so much by their case managers using their time to write up, collect all the information, and then send us the information that shows people qualify for our help. We get a copy of their lease, something that shows they had this one-time problem, and a budget showing us that they can pay their rent going forward. So that might be how it happens. It might be they discover our website and get to us through the website. It might be a friend tells them. Whatever it is that happens, we answer the call, email, phone, and we can get them a check as soon as they can get us evidence that they qualify. If we have enough money to do it. We ran out of money twice last year, and that's an awful feeling.
Yes.
But we tell them, you're at the top of the list. We'll get you as soon as that next donation comes in. Yes. So that's what we do. Lots of ways to reach us. So we hope people remember the name Ventura Homeless Prevention, and when they hear of a person who's having difficulty, they have them reach out to us.
So let's get an idea of the people that you do help. Are they seniors, families, single people, veterans, all of the above? Who exactly qualifies?
It's absolutely all of the above.
Okay.
Only qualification that's who you are is that you live in Ventura. Yes. Nothing else about who you are. So immigration status doesn't matter, age doesn't matter, whether you served in the military doesn't matter.
Okay.
All of that. And yes, we help an awful lot of seniors because people who live on Social Security, average income for that is $1,200. Try to rent anything. If you don't own your home, you're renting, rents go up. And, I want to be not slamming landlords. This is not my intent.
Okay.
The cost of living goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is struggling out there making a living, but people who are on Social Security, $1,200 the average. We've got lots of people we help, school teachers,
Right.
because big things can happen sometimes. The majority of those we've helped, I told you 44% is the average of the percentage of their income that they pay in rent.
Okay.
And that's because the majority who find themselves with no savings when something happens or out of savings are people who are what we call extremely low income, very low income, low income. It's rare that we help someone of moderate income because usually people at that level of income have money in the bank to get them through hard times.
Right. Or they have a safety net of some sort to help. And
right.
in this case, many of these folks are literally stuck. They don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. They just need to make it to the next month or thereafter. So it's good to know.
Exactly. And again, there are people who've been paying their rent for years.
Okay.
Something happened and they fixed the problem. Often the way they fix the problem is they take in a new roommate, they get a second job.
Right.
Right.
Right. And as you mentioned, things today are much harder for people. So it is a dire situation for some. In this case, though, you come in as a temporary help situation for them. So that's good to know. Where exactly does the funding and the money come from that helps you do all this?
Well, we're very lucky that there are 12 houses of faith who have been donating faithfully to us over the years. We are so grateful to each and every one of them. And then there are individuals, some of whom give us 5,000, 2,000 a year. Others give us 20 a year. We are grateful to each and everyone.
Okay.
Last year, we were fortunate enough to have $102,000 to give
That's
out.
A great amount of
That's
money.
Unusual for us. Normally, over the years, we've had about 50,000, which meant we turned a lot more people away.
Okay.
But because of COVID and because of the fact that we had moratorium on evictions for the previous 2 years, we had saved up some money, and it turned out we needed every penny of it in 2022. As I say, we ran out of money twice. So we started this year.
So the donations and the organizations that do give you money really do make all the difference for many of these people to get the help that they need.
That's right. We could do nothing without them. It is all thank you to our houses of faith and our individual donors. And on a rare occasion, we've been lucky enough to get a grant from an organization like the Kiwanis or the credit union. So if you're out there and you belong to one of those things, we'd gladly have you help us.
Very good. And I would like you to share all the contact information with your organization, the website, phone, anything that people would like to know more about, and they could get that information from you.
Great. So website, really easy, Ventura Homeless Prevention.org, all one word. Email, again, Ventura Homeless Prevention @gmail.com. And the phone number, 805-626-0363. And all of that's on the website, but write it down, call us, send a check, send a donation. Let me give our address too. We're Ventura Homeless Prevention at 5654 Ralston Street in Ventura.
And you are making such a difference for so many people that need that extra help right now. And we are very grateful to know more about your organization. So thank you so very much, Sue Brinkmeyer from Ventura Homeless Prevention Organization, a nonprofit, here in Ventura County, making a difference for so many. Thank you for all that you and your team of all volunteers do for so many here.
Thank you, Sandra.
Great. And thank all of you for joining us today on Our Ventura. We expect to see you next time. Come on in, everybody. We want to tell you more about what we're doing for so many of the people out here in Ventura County. Thank you again. Bye, everyone.